The Unova region, the 5th region introduced in the Pokemon franchise. It has released the most amount of Pokemons in a single generation with a total of 151. But out of all these Pokemons, which of them is the strongest? So here we go, calculating the greatest Unova Pokemon. The scores Pokemon will receive will depend on the following factors.
First is their base stat. Their stats will be split into the following categories: bulk, which will be the Pokemon's defensive stat plus their HP, and offense, which will be the higher one of their offensive stat multiplied by 2 plus their speed stat. The category that gets the higher score will be their build score. They will also get a score equal to half of their other build and classify whether they are a tank or a sweeper. If the score between the two are between 10, the Pokemon will be classified as hybrid. Sweepers will be further subcategorized into physical sweeper and special sweeper. However, subcategorized sweepers moveset will only contain moves compatible with their subcategories. Next is their typing, which will be their typing score times 6. After that is their moveset. Each Pokemon will have the following moveset, and the score of each moves will be based on the move's base power, multiplied by 1.5 if it is stab, multiplied by its accuracy, and plus or minus any secondary effects. The two most common secondary effects are applying status condition or causing stat changes. Pokemon will gain additional points equal to half of the chances of applying status conditions, or change by 25 for each stage the move increase/decrease a stat. The final factor is Pokemon's abilities. Abilities will only be factored into the Pokemon score if Pokemon's abilities are certain, guaranteed, and quantifiable, unless otherwise stated. Hopefully you understood that. This is how the full formula looks like. Let's just start.
Yeah, so to save time and speed things up, only a Pokemon's final form will be calculated. Also, I won't be going into depth of a Pokemon scoring until the top 10, because nobody wants to hear a yap fest. And final thing is, Pokemons are more likely to rank higher if they excel in a singular stat, such as HP, speed, or one of their attacking stats. And items aren't included. Just know I don't choose which Pokemon ranks where, I just choose the formula used to rank them. In 10th is Archeops, before Defeatist. Its stat split will classify as a physical sweeper and have a build score of 445, with its other build being 242.5. Archeops has a typing of Rock and Flying to give it a typing score of 5, and will have the moveset of Stone Edge, Dual Wing Beat, Earthquake, and Stealth Rock, for an average move score of 100, and end up with a final score of 696. In 9th is Thundurus. Its stat split will classify as a special sweeper and have a build score of 416.5, with its other build being 268.5. Thundurus has a typing of Electric and Flying to give her a typing score of 7.5, and will have the moveset of Thunderbolt, Fly, Sludge Bomb, and Nasty Pot for an average move score of 101, and a final score of 696.5. In 8th is Terrakion. Its stat split will classify as a physical sweeper and have a build score of 420, with its other build being 316.5. Terrakion has a typing of Fighting and Rock for a typing score of 4, and will have the moveset of Sacred Sword, Stone Edge, Earthquake, and Stealth Rock for an average move score of 109, and a final score of 711. In 7th is Volcarona. Its stat split will classify as a special sweeper and have a build score of 420, with its other build being 297.5. Volcarona has a typing of Bug and Fire to give it a typing score of 5.5, and will have the moveset of Flamethrower, Bug Buzz, Giga Drain, and Quiver Dance for an average move score of 113 and a final score of 715. In 6th is Keldeo. Its stat split will classify as a special sweeper and have a build score of 420, with its other build being 316.5. Keldeo has a typing of Water and Fighting to give it a typing score of 6.5, and will have the moveset of Secret Sword, Surf, Air Slash, and Swords Dance for an average move score of 100 and a final score of 717. In 5th is Excadrill. Its stat split will classify as a physical sweeper and have a build score of 402, with its other build being 290. Excadrill has a typing of Steel and Ground for a typing score of 11.5, and will have the moveset of Earthquake, Iron Head, Poison Jab, and Stealth Rock for an average move score of 110 and a final score of 726. In 4th is Landorus. Its stat split will classified as a physical sweeper and have a build score of 401.5, with its other build being 303.5. Landorus has a typing of Ground and Flying to give her a typing score of 11.5, and will have the moveset of Earthquake, Fly, Body Slam, and Stealth Rock for an average move score of 105 and a final score of 727. In 3rd is Genesect. Its stat split will classify as a sweeper and have a build score of 388.5, with its other build being being 296.5. Genesect has the typing of Bug and Steel to give her a typing score of 10.5, and will have the moveset of Bug Buzz, Flash Cannon, Techno Blast, and Protect for an average move score of 107. And with the ability download, it will gain another 25 bonus points for a final score of 732. In second place is Zekrom. Its stats play will classify as a physical sweeper and have a build score of 435, with its other build being 370. Zekrom has the typing of Dragon and Electric to give her a typing score of negative 0.5, and will have the moveset of Outrage, Bolt Strike, Body Slam, and Protect for an average move score of 119. Its ability Terravolt will give it 5 points and end up with a final score of 742. In first place in the best calculated Pokemon of the Unova region is Reshiram. Its stats play will classify as a special sweeper and have a build score of 435, with its other build being 370. Reshiram has a typing of Dragon and Fire for a typing score of 6.5 and will have the moveset of Dragon Pulse, Blue Flare, Psychic, and Protect for an average move score of 111. It will also be given bonus 5 points for the ability Turbo Blaze and end up with a final score of 776. Yeah, here's a graph of how the top 10 Unova Pokemon will look like based on their scoring compared to each other. Just know items and abilities aren't taken into consideration for the scoring unless the abilities are guaranteed to happen. And for those wondering about alternative forms such as Kyurem and the Therian forms, this is how the new top 10 would look like when considering them and their scores. And yeah, that was the ranking of the greatest Unova Pokemon. What would you guys give this ranking out of 10? Me personally, I don't even know. Genesect seems too high, but that's just because of its ability. Excadrill is high too, I don't know why. Probably because of its typing and its high speed. And yeah, that's about it.